Hi, everybody. Oh boy, are you ready? Thanksgiving just a few days away. I love the show already. And I hope you'll share and like and actually activate, do something to help your community tonight because we have two rock stars this evening when it comes to food insecurity and helping families, especially during the holidays. We don't want anyone to be hungry in our city, but the truth of the matter is we have a crisis on our hands here in New York City and in the tri-state area, really. But tonight we have two amazing champions, community champions joining us. I'm so excited. I can't even believe it. We got Nancy Katz, the co-founder of Seeds in the Middle. What a great organization helping moms make it happen in Boerum Hill and also across Brooklyn. Karen Pearl, the president and CEO of God's Love We Deliver. We love them. But first, I wanted to see what some moms are doing in Boerum Hill to help other families in need right now. Take a look.
You know that saying, if you want to get something done, you give it to a busy mom to do? Well, that's definitely the case here in Boerum Hill with Althea McDonald. She's fighting food insecurity in her neighborhood. Boerum Hill mother Althea McDonald is the mother of a fifth grader here at PS 38 in Brooklyn. She just got married and she's in grad school. She has enough on her plate. But when she saw families struggling to get food, she launched into action.
I'm a Brooklyn girl. I'm from East Flatbush. So I know what it's like to not have during the time, the seasons and things like that. And I didn't want our kids to experience it.
She got a little help from her friends, 14 other moms here at PS 38, a small army of women. Women like Nancy Katz, the co-founder of a group called Seeds in the Middle.
We have the tale of two cities here in our building. We have the fortunate and we have some that are a little less fortunate. So we wanted to find a way to bring everyone together.
They created a food stand that distributes farm fresh produce on Saturdays once a month. It's been going strong now for 8 months, regularly feeding over 300 families. Are you surprised, Nancy, by the amount of manpower, or should I say mom power, that we have here?
Yeah, well, I'm also very impressed by the amount of volunteers we get. We get people coming in who just want to support their mission or our mission together.
Their goal this month to add 100 turkeys and holiday meal kits to the giveaway, serving low-income families. Thanksgiving favorites like turkey, ham, stuffing, cornbread, yams, and cranberry sauce on the menu.
So ideally, we wanted about 100 turkeys. So if we do have any, spare ones left over, we can give it to the staff. Just because you have doesn't mean that you can't help.
If you want to help McDonald feed families in her community, just go to pix11.com/Monica or reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at Monica Morales TV. We're making it happen in Boerum Hill, Brooklyn. Monica.
I love these ladies. Joining me now is Nancy Katz from our story. And well, we have great news, but there's a way that you can help if you're watching right now on your phone or from home. Nancy, was a huge success, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think that people are very moved by being able to get fresh fruits and vegetables and just to be able to eat well, because they tend to look at it as though it's too expensive to buy. And so we had, I think, about 100 families come out on Saturday.
100 families.
100 people came out. Plus we had a huge group from Brooklyn Tech High School and Loyola High School who were, asking people what they needed. We took surveys so that when we want to bring a farm stand back or even do like pre-orders that people can use their EBT and SNAP so that we can bring them fresh fruits and vegetables. So it was very well received.
I have to say that the mom power that I'm talking about and the women who are really stepping up and feeding their community. Right now, April and Cynthia are joining in. Our Facebook audience is so generous, and that's why we're doing the show. We want to do a preemptive strike before Thanksgiving where we want people to give. It's so important, especially giving to God's Love We Deliver and Seeds in the Middle, these two organizations that are front lines on a crisis that we're seeing in our city. Now, what inspired you, Nancy, to create this organization?
Michelle Obama was tilling the soil of her organic garden, and I was working with a principal in Crown Heights. And she was talking about we're in the middle of the obesity epidemic. And we suddenly looked around and said, wait a minute, we're in the middle of the obesity epidemic. And meaning that in neighborhoods that didn't have fresh food. So the principal, who's now our chair, and I looked at each other and said, how could we help communities create their own healthy places to live and learn? And we started with a 4th grade teacher in his school, PS 91, and we created this, what we call a Hip to Be Healthy school. So the kids actually named Seeds in the Middle and Hip to Be Healthy.
Oh, I love that. Hip to be healthy. And I also like what Althea said. I hope Althea's feeling better, but she said, if you have, that means you can help.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's such a good saying. I think that's a tweetable moment right there. But what can people do? I mean, you also have a farm stand. Tell me a little bit more about the farm stand.
Yeah, we're looking at the way to address food insecurity by creating these school-run or community-run farm stands where someone local actually runs the farm stand, and we accept EBT and SNAP, and also we make our own coupons. A lot of people don't know that with EBT and SNAP, for every $2 you spend, you can get $2 free if you buy fresh fruits and vegetables. So the main thing that we need is people just to donate to us so that we can supply those fruits and vegetables and empower them to create their own healthy places and healthy markets. Because there isn't, in central Brooklyn, in low income food insecure neighborhoods, there simply aren't markets like we take for granted for fruits and vegetables from farms. And so our idea was, why don't we help them create it themselves? And therefore they're supplying their own community with it. And we make the prices good enough that they can buy.
It's so beautiful what you're doing. And Elena, she says she loves this. So she's on board our Facebook viewer right now. And Monica, I have to say, Elle is telling me right now, my producer is telling nearly 1.1 million New York City residents, 13% are food insecure. That number is way too high. We've only seen it get higher and higher. And you see it firsthand in Boerum Hill with the families there.
Well, it's interesting. Boerum Hill is interesting because you have the brownstones surrounding these NYCHA houses, right? So you have a lot of low-income people living among a lot of wealth. And that's what was so unique about our partnership with PS 38 and the Boerum Hill moms, was that, just like Althea said, the pandemic, one of the silver linings is how people were really awakened to the food insecurity around them and jumped to the task and started donating so that other people could eat as well as they do. So there's several thousand people living in the area there who are struggling.
Yes.
And so
sometimes it's invisible. Like, I've been talking to so many people with community fridges and doing exactly this grassroots efforts. And what can people do immediately if they're watching right now? What can they do, the action they can do right now?
Well, they can just, I think the simplest thing is, we've been giving out some turkey stuff. Just donate to us at seedsinthemiddle.org. There's a little donate button up in the corner there.
So just click on that and give. And again, every dollar will go to feeding. You do it once, I think it's almost once a month, right? You do this once a month.
That market, that giveaway, we just started it up again. We were doing it once a month during the pandemic, but we also have other ones in Brownsville as well. So by giving, you're actually helping people Brownsville, Crown Heights, Flatbush, and Boerum Hill.
It's beautiful.
The initiatives that we're doing.
I can't say enough about God's Love We Deliver. I'm such a fan of what you do, Karen. And, it's such a big effort. Tell me, give me the numbers. How many people are you feeding right now?
So right now we're feeding about 5,000 people. We do 10,000 meals a day. And over the course of the year, we'll provide over 2.5 million meals, 2.5 million meals.
And a lot of those are like tailored for medically specific.
Every one of them is tailored. So all of our clients, in addition to dealing with food insecurity, also are really sick. They are living with severe and chronic illness. And so they kind of have a double crisis going on, and count on us for the safety and the stability and the security of knowing there's going to be a knock on their door with somebody there with meals that are not only good and healthy and delicious, but are also the right meals for them based on their circumstances.
Now your angels are working full, like around the clock right now. What's the schedule look like during the holidays? You're in high gear right now, right?
We are in high Thanksgiving gear. Our chefs have been in starting on Saturday at 3:00 in the morning. Same with Sunday, same today. Throughout the week on Thanksgiving, they'll arrive at 1 in the morning. We'll be doing over 10,000 meals for Thanksgiving, traditional meals for people who want a traditional meal. And then we have a vegetarian meal. And of course, again, because we're serving people who are sick, we also offer minced and pureed meals for people who can't or have difficulty chewing and swallowing. So we have the traditional Thanksgiving meal: turkey, gravy, stuffing, pumpkin crisp, squash soup, a really delicious meal. And then we bring them our clients gifts as well, a tote that's full of some personal care items and dental care items, and then some snacks. So we really try to make people feel happy. And the nicest piece, if I may say so, is a guest meal for everyone so that nobody has to spend the holiday alone.
I was going to say, this is such a special Thanksgiving. I guess, what specifically can you say about this Thanksgiving? We've been through so much. So many New Yorkers have been suffering and have like an empty seat at the table. What can you say, I guess, to people watching about this Thanksgiving and what God's Love We Deliver is doing?
Well, I think what we say on Thanksgiving and what we say to people all year long is you're not alone. You're part of a community who cares about you and who is, there's a lot of love in every bite. And so people are delighted to see when their driver shows up at the door to wish them a happy Thanksgiving. And on the holidays, it's often a volunteer, often with a family or just a friend, letting people know that they're really in the full embrace of everybody here at God's Love We Deliver.
And Karen, can I just say you have the best volunteers? I think we did a story on your volunteers, and they are the best New Yorkers, the best that New York has to offer, right?
Big hearts, great helping hands. We love them.
It's true. And Elle is here. Elle, what are people saying?
I'm seeing a lot of love for the show. I wanted to give a shout out to Amaka, Alina, April, Cynthia. I have 2 notes. One of them, Karen, was for you. How important is it for people dealing with a chronic illness to have the right food?
It is vitally important. And all of the research shows that if people get the right food tailored for them, they do better, they're happier, they have better health outcomes, and their healthcare costs go way down. It's a total win across the board.
I appreciate that. And to piggyback a comment from Cynthia Tibbs, a frequent viewer of ours, who says that tomorrow, if you need food, they're going to be giving out some Thanksgiving meals, first come, first serve, at 135th West 93rd Street, starting at 3 p.m. and until supplies run out. So if anyone's watching, a comment from Cynthia just coming in live right now.
Oh, we love Cynthia, and that's fantastic. We also have at pix11.com/Monica, we have a list of some distributions. There's so many that are going on, but also God's Love We Deliver. I think you have a list as well, and I'm sure Seeds in the Middle as well. We'll be putting all that information up. But great. Cynthia, thanks for always watching our Facebook show and being such a huge supporter of ours. But I love that food is medicine, right, Karen?
Food is medicine, and we like to say at God's Love, food is medicine and food is love. So it's the way we take care of one another in virtually every culture. But it is also very important in terms of when you're living with a severe or chronic illness that you get the right food, because it is part of your medical treatment. It's how you actually can do better. Pretty low cost, pretty high impact.
Well, there's your website. What can people do immediately? What should they do immediately?
So right now we, right around this time, every year we do something called Celebrate with a Plate. And you can donate $10 for a medically tailored meal to go to somebody, a Thanksgiving meal to go to the home. $20 is for a client and their guest, and we would love your help. And so that's one thing you can do. The other thing is you can volunteer, and you can be an ambassador for us. If you know anyone who is living with an illness and is food insecure and hungry, make sure that they call us. All of that's on that website.
So fantastic. And, a message of hope. I always like to end, Nancy, tell people at home again what they can do in a message of hope. Let's say if they're struggling or they're alone this Thanksgiving, what do you want to tell them about Seeds in the Middle?
We're there for you, and we have a lot of community members who are there for you, and you should reach out to us. And there are resources everywhere, and people really do want to help, and that's a nice thing. So don't lose hope.
What I love is it's just all these moms that I met
Yeah.
that just really are connected by just wanting to help each other and living in the same community. You know, you can't watch other families struggle. They're your neighbors. I mean, isn't that the point, Karen, is that we're all one and that we're all, you know, one big family, really, New York City. And we should be helping, especially during this time of year.
And New Yorkers stand up for one another. They really do take care of each other. And we think of the city as a big, big place, but it's actually person to person, one person wanting to help another.
Yeah, and I love the volunteering aspect too. Like if you don't have the money or the means, you can always give your time. And organizations like yours, I mean, incredible. Your kitchen is so well run. It's like a well-oiled machine. And we're always live there every Thanksgiving. So I can't wait to see what we're doing in the coverage. But Karen and Nancy are on the front lines doing the work, and we appreciate you so very much. And of course, right here on Pix 11, we're going to be covering all of these stories, how you can help, pix11.com. We're going to have all the resources there, and we're going to be covering several distributions tomorrow and Thursday throughout the city. So again, if you want to give now to these beautiful organizations. We're going to have the link. And thank you so much, Amanda and Elle. What a great show. One of my favorite shows. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're making it happen.